Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Western BCA Championship here in Lincoln City, Oregon. We're coming to you live from the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort. This is Bad Boys TV. This is Boombox coming to you live. Western BCA Championship silver action. Clois Mosley versus Michael Vanderbeck. I'm going to make sure I'm saying that right. And here we are. We're doing it. This is the 25th anniversary, man. Exciting stuff. We wouldn't be here without a whole lot of people helping us out. Hey, can you tell me, is it Clois?
Clois.
Clois. Great. I did it. I said it right. Clois it is. Couldn't be here without a whole bunch of people. And the people that are helping us be here right now are Legends Billiard Room up in Beaverton, Oregon. If you haven't made it there, please do. Check it out, man. Best pool room around. Rest in peace, Michael Bean, one of the people that's really done a lot for Northwest Pool here. He will be missed, and his legend will far outlive him. He's done a whole lot. Ox Billiards up in Seattle, Washington. I don't know if you've been to Ox or not, but get there. Ox is incredible. If you're interested in snooker, interested in Chinese 8-ball, anything like that, it is the spot to be. Savage Billiards Apparel. They're doing our event shirts this time. They're doing a ton of stuff, sponsoring some players in the Northwest. They're terrific out of Portland, Oregon. Side Pocket in Eugene, Oregon. We don't have diamonds in Eugene, but what we do have is Ridgeback rails over there at the Side Pocket. They paid the money to have the Ridgebacks put in. They're playing great. Sheldon LeBeau, a friend of ours, did those rails. Rose City Billiards Club out of Portland. Rackham Billiards down there in Medford, Oregon. They got burgers and brews. That place is awesome. CSI, Q Sports International. Players Sports Bar and Grill in Everett, Washington. Players Club Limited. Western BCA. Railbirds Production, some of our fellow streamers, good as they get. Littman Lights, man, Mike Littman, you just can't say enough about that guy. Doing so much for the sport, so much for the Northwest pool scene in general. He also does cheapcues.com. Player Sports Bar in Kennewick, Washington. And Diamond Billiard Products, we got to give them a shout out. OB Custom Cues, another terrific sponsor of ours. So that's a pretty long list, but I'm telling you, it takes that many of them to make it happen, and thank you to each and every one of them for keeping us here. We're back, baby. Pool is cool, and pool is cooler in the Northwest. So come on down to the Chinook Winds Casino here in Lincoln City if you get a chance. We got live pool action coming to you all week long. This is Boombox with Bad Boys TV. We got a start time coming up real quick here with Clois Mosley and Michael Vanderbeck. So I'll be right back with you. I'm going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, we're about to get started here. We got Clois Mosley versus Michael Vanderbeck, and this is Summerfield with Bad Boys TV, coming to you live from the Chinook Casino here in Lincoln City, Oregon. Opening break here, this is Michael Vanderbeck at the table. Michael in blue. Let's get these colors going. Boom. Firecracker. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Dolly Parton, all bust, no balls. Cheesecake that break Mike. Huh, I've never heard that one. We do like our cheesecake, though. All right, that's going to bring Clois to the table. Clois looking at solids here. Again, this is one of the really important decisions we make in 8-ball is what suit we're going to choose, and it's really easy to get stuck on whatever the easiest opening shot is. You do want to maintain control of the table, but you don't want to get yourself in a situation where you choose the wrong suit. It can get you in a lot of trouble. I'm not saying he did or didn't choose the right suit there, but it seemed like there was one real obvious opening shot, and sometimes we don't put as much thought into it as we'd like to. All right, Clois is looking at a bank here on the 3-ball. Little short. That's going to bring Stripes to the table. Stripes got their work cut out for him. A weird little cluster there with 11, 14, 12. Looks like 15's kind of your only option here unless you're looking at playing safe. Let's see what Michael's up to. Michael's calling that upper left-hand corner pocket. How to watch this cue ball. That side pocket's pretty big from there. All right. I don't know if that's what he was trying to do, but I think that worked out pretty well. Get something else over there. Another breakout opportunity. Unfortunately, knocks the 8-ball in trouble, too, so that lower left-hand corner quadrant of the table is going to be tricky. I talk a lot about not getting into things and just making balls for no reason when you don't have a clear out, and I did exactly that in my match. So we all fall victim to it, myself included. I can sit up here and talk all I want, but when you're on the table, it just looks different. It's hard. Nice crisp shot there from Clois. Looks like he might have been trying to get underneath that 3-ball. Kind of a stiff cut here. Might want to go into that 2-ball. Maybe trying to go around. All right, not making that one. Stripes coming to the table. This is Michael Vanderbeck. Michael out of Olympia, Washington. He's got an arsenal there. A Meucci, a Q-Tech, an OB Break Rift. I love that cue. And he's got a couple shouts out. He wants to give a big shout out to Alyssa, to Michaela Vanderbeck. Oh, and those are both his daughters. So hopefully you guys are watching out there, Vanderbeck girls. Looks like he does have that stripe. 12-ball inside. Nice shot. I'm not sure that 11 passes the 10, but if he does, he's got a good way into this little cluster. If he can cut that 11 past the 10 and get on the 14, he's looking good. All right, everybody, if you're liking what you're seeing out there, if you like live pool action and not have to pay any money, this is the stream for you. We're Bad Boys TV, and we'll be bringing you live pool action all week long. Oh, hold up, 8-ball. Broke that 8-ball in, but I think it got behind the 7. He's got his Moscone jersey on. Nice shot. All right. Looks pretty straight here on this 13 ball. Can't really tell. If he's got to get underneath it, though. Doesn't go in the lower right-hand corner pocket. Doesn't go in the lower left-hand corner pocket. Can carry forward, take it to the upper left. I'm really not sure the angle he's got here. He may just try and hold it up and just take the cut. I mean, if you do that, you get a breakout on the 8-ball. That might be the thinking here. Okay, I think he was trying to push all the way around and take it in the side here, because that's not where he wants to be. Yeah, that's a bummer. The Z-Bank's there. I don't know about the one-rail bank. I don't know if that 8 passes the 7 either. It's just too hard to tell on this monitor. I don't think so, though. It looks like he's playing the bank, and he may be carrying forward to try and break this ball out. That bank might go. Wow, he had plenty of room. Okay. And left himself another bank on the 8, so, I mean, that's about all you can do from that position. Bring in Clois back to the table. Clois has got his work cut out for him, but fortunately he's got many more soldiers on the field right now. If I'm Clois, I'm playing safe right now. I'm thinning off the 7 ball and trying to get behind the 8.
Super West, table 12. Super West, table 12. You are on the clock.
Playing the 4 ball. Well, I tell you, I don't blame him either. When everything's open for you, you just want to go, and that doesn't look like a hard shot. Unfortunately, it turns into a harder one when you're here at the tournament. And this is a big one. A lot of people haven't played competitive pool in a while. This is the 2022 Western BCA Championship. 4 states involved here: Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, and apparently a little bit of Nevada. 1 county of Nevada. For my money here, I'm going to cut this. But the bank does look on. I still don't know what's going to happen with that 8 ball. I guess why I like cutting it is if I miss it, I feel like I leave myself a good breakout opportunity. Oh, man, just about drilled that 3-railer.
We are using every table, every round all day long. This is a really tight schedule. Therefore, we ask, when your match is done, you please put your score sheet directly to the tournament desk.
All right, 3 ball to play the 4 in the side, I guess. Really don't want to overhit this ball. That 4 ball doesn't go anywhere down there. Well, I think Clois might get a fortunate hook here. Doesn't make the 3 ball. On the other side of that 4 ball, though, using it as a blocker. I don't think he can see to make that 14. And it would be a Herculean jump to jump that distance. Might have enough of that 14. I really can't tell.
Gordon Graham to table 42. Gordon Graham.
Just got his regular cue out there. Looks like you can see it. Yeah, I think he was tight in there. I really want to see Clois play safe. These safeties just keep getting harder and harder, though. Does look like if you get underneath the 3 ball, you can cut the 7 and break everything out. That's going to be tough. All right, Clois. Now's the time. Safety city. Safety city. 7 ball up table. Cuba right behind that 8. He looks like he was trying it. All right, so puts himself in a good position. Yeah, like he's saying, he wanted it back there. Overrolled it just a little bit. Somebody in the chat room brings up a great point. Hank, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. If you guys are into what we're doing here, we do this all the time. 5-6 times a year, we bring you live stream from all over America. We got this one. We got the Texas State Championship coming up after that. We got Oklahoma coming up after that. We've been out in Derby City. We just got back from Vegas. We're doing it all, man. So Stick with us here with Bad Boys. We always bring you free live amateur streams. We do some professional stuff, but a lot more amateur than we do pro. And I tell you, that amateur, that's where the fun stuff happens. You never know what's going to happen. Clois here in a tricky spot. Kind of got to back cut this 7 ball and come around 3 rails for the 3. As I said before, this is Summerfield with Bad Boys TV, coming to you live from the 2022 Western BCA Championships. We're back, baby. We're back. Yep. Back cutting that. This is Clois. Clois Mosley is out of Newport, Oregon. So just down the road. I was just in Newport the other night, man. He plays out of the Uptown Pub in Newport and the TNT Tavern in Toledo. Oh, man. Stays alive, Clois. That was touchy. Playing the point for shape. Never a doubt. Looks like he's jacked up here to shoot the shot, and boy, your odds of making it just go down so significantly when you jack up. Oh, wow, did he get point hooked? If he did, that's a huge, huge opportunity there. Oh my gosh, we'll try to not talk about my match this whole time, but I dogged a game. I had a long straight shot, it was on the rail, and I had to draw it a good couple feet. And it was pretty much the only thing I saw there, only way to get around, and I just bobbled that ball. It was a heartbreaker. So he has to kick out of there, gets point hooked. So if you're kicking just below the side pocket with a decent amount of English, that's going right at the corner. And that was a dang good try, man. He just about got that. All right, that's going to give Clois ball in hand here. Nice shot there for Clois. Excuse me. I want to be with you everywhere. I'll stop. Like I said, this is the Western BCA Championship here in Lincoln City, Oregon. Brought to you by Legend Billiards Room, Ox Billiards, Players Sports Bar, CheapCues.com, Littman Lights, Railbird Productions. Give Clois his point. Nice work on the board. Savage Billiard Apparel, The Side Pocket in Eugene, Oregon, Rose City Billiard Club, Rack and Billiards, Brews and Burgers, CSI, Q Sports International, Players Sports Bar and Grill, Players Club Limited, Western BCA, OB Custom Cues, Mike Littman over at Littman Lights, Diamond Billiard Products, and mostly by all of you. Thanks for tuning in out there. Please hit that like button, hit that share button, let people know what's going on, man. People want to be watching this stuff. Question in the chat room there from Hank about Sophia doing any commentating. You know, so far we haven't been able to get her over here. She's such a busy gal. They keep her busy at the other desk and keeping her away from me so far. But I'll do everything I can to get her over here, I tell you what. What up, Casey? Chilling in the chat room. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like we said, share this stuff. Let people know what's going on. I think I was just on my phone looking to try and see. I think this is actually supposed to be a race to 4, not a race to 5. I should probably know that.
Toby Dietrich, table 57, you are on the clock.
Oh, man. Kicking. Oh, wow. How did he miss that ball? That was so close. I thought he hit it great. All right, this is B-side table time. Race to 5. This is silver 2. Let's see some Fargos on these guys. Clois coming in at a 446 out of Waldport, Oregon. And Michael. Vanderbeck at a 460. Man, it's close. That does not look good.
Okay, players, if you have a 5 o'clock match, your table's occupied and you have a score sheet, we do have a couple of tables available for reassignment. I need both players on the score sheet to the tournament desk, and we'll get you a table reassignment on a first come, first serve.
Casey, you're betting $10 that he's going to win 5-3. That's the exact score. If that's what you're betting, you got action, bud. I get every other score other than 5-3. Casey, I think Vegas might be rubbing off on you, man. All that gambling. All right. Might have drawn that a little more than you wanted to. All right. You got action, Casey. If he wins 5-4 or 5-2 or 5-1 or loses at all, my action. I'll take it.
Okay, go ahead and hang tight, grab the tables again.
I do have Venmo. Anybody else out there want to take Casey's action? That's pretty good action. It's kind of like saying the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl 21-3. I guess it's a little closer than that. There's only so many combinations. Clois with his work cut out for him. Speaking of Super Bowl, I get to play Tom Brady earlier. It's not very often you get to say you got Tom Brady's autograph, but today I did. So I like the stroke that Clois just shot, and then he let up right at the last minute. He had a nice pause, a nice release, and you could tell he just kind of didn't commit with the crispness on that last one. Looks like he's going for the breakout here. Ran a little long, gets the breakout. Nice shot. Might have to go rail first on this one, but pretty natural shape on the 13 ball. Yeah. Oh, he's lining up a little deep on that rail there. Catches the top of the ball. Doesn't quite make it, though.
Mika Cully, table 17, please. 73, sorry. Mika Cully, 73.
Wow. Let that one go a little bit. Gets really lucky with the hook, though. I think he can still see that 13-15. Definitely got a shot at it if he can see through there. Not an easy combo. Excuse me. Sorry. Yep, calling the 15 ball. Here we go. Wow, drills a great shot for Clois Mosley there. Unfortunately, that might be all she wrote. There is a bank available on the 13. Can try and cut that Q or that 13 ball off the rail, but man, oh man, that's looking like a scratch shot to me. Yeah, that's a tricky one too. He may have room to sneak through or maybe go rail first. Another rail first attempt on this ball. Nope, he got it. Slow on the draw there, Hank. 13-15, didn't quite scratch. Boy, and this is a big one. Looks like he has room there. Boy, and had a look at the 11. That was it. Barely misses that ball. All right, and that brings Michael back to the table. Wide open spread here. The 2 ball poses a little bit of a problem. I kind of like playing the 7 to the 2 right now to deal with that shot so I don't have to save it for long. Didn't get all the way over there. A little steep on the 4. Kind of in no man's land there. That's a frustrating outcome there. Jeff, send caffeine. Yes, indeed. I actually got some sitting right in front of me. I got to drink it. Phase 2. Drink it. Playing safe there. Excellent shot. Yep, can't see the 11 ball. Don't think he can see the 13. And on the rail, that's a tough spot to be shooting from. Wow, Bonnie's over there causing a stampede. Say first come, first serve to pool players. That's dangerous. If I'm Clois right now, I think, all you really got is kick into the 13 and try and roll under the 11 ball. Ugh, I don't like it. Trying to kick around the 4 and into the 13. That's a really tricky shot, man. All right, doesn't make contact, gives up ball in hand here. Yep, starting with the 2 ball. I'd be doing the same thing. What? Oh, nice try. Oh, shoot, that 2 didn't go. Sorry, I'm trying to find somebody in the bracket right now. I am really struggling to. This should not be this hard. All right, should be playing right now. There you go. 8 ball does pass the 11 over there. Yikes. Yep. That's a tough one. Both those corner pockets blocked. Kind of end up looking at a bank shot here. The other option is to try and shoot the 1 into the 13 and hope to make it there. Drawing your cue ball over to the top side rail to try and block out the 11 ball. If you make it, you got a shot. If you miss it, at least you didn't sell out. Got the one and only Joel Peck walking by over here. I know he took down his first match. Got another at 8. Joel, a fabulous player out of the Lane County area. Plays for the Table Stable. Some shameless self-promotion. Big shout out to the Table Stable. See how he wants to get around that 8 ball. Looks like you might want to draw around it. I like committing to drawing around it. Trying to stop there is dangerous. I don't like drawing that ball. I like rolling that one. Taking a 2-0 lead, Casey. Hope you're watching. That $10 is getting closer and closer. And Michael Vanderbeck shooting solid. Unfortunately, got a couple bad rolls there, not getting out. Dogged that 2 ball, and that was a big turnaround. I thought that ball was in. I watched him shoot it, and I looked away to look at my phone, and the next thing I knew, Clois was at the table. So I was surprised. Like I said, this is Summerfield with Bad Boys TV here at the 2022 Western BCA Championship here in Lincoln City, Oregon. This is the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort. Man, it's beautiful out here. Did you know they have sunshine in Oregon? I've seen it. It happened. It's not a lot of it, but what they got sure is pretty. Three, 6, 9, 12, 14, 1 down. Thank goodness.
If you're still waiting for your table, I need both players on the score sheet, and I'll get you your table reassignment.
I want to be stripes. 15, 11, and come back up table. If you want to save the 11 for your key ball, you can, but you're just right on the 15 right now. I just would. I think I'd probably like to shoot that. So starting with a 9 ball. That'll do. I mean, the easiest key balls here are going to be the 15, 11 to get on the 8. So if you can deal with that whole section down here, I kind of like to punch out, go right into the 6 ball from here. All right, so a little more draw float there than a punch. And you can tell it kind of stayed a little inside what he probably would have wanted. Still very makeable from here. So when you're kind of letting the cue ball go unless you're picking a ball to go into. Oh. Played that really well, using an object ball as a stopping ball. Was barely missing that shot. All right, that's going to bring Clois back to the table. He's probably going to start with that 7 ball. And Clois with a good chance to get out here. The 5 ball's in a little bit of trouble. 6 ball needs a pocket. All right, playing the 7 down to the 1 or down to the 3. Boy, it looks like he's got the angle. Maybe he can get up there and bump that 5 ball now. I have a tendency to shoot that and overthrow the 3 ball. Like he did, but it worked out. He might have just nudged that 5 ball into makeable territory. If he can make this 4 ball and the 5 passes the 11, it's in a good spot. You still got to figure out how to get under that 6 ball. Oh, man, nice try. All right, not able to pocket that ball. Bringing Michael back to the table, and boy, this is a much-needed opportunity, down 2-0. Michael keeps putting himself in good positions, just not quite able to execute so far. Not quite able to get all the way out, I should say. And again, he wants to give a big shout out to Alyssa and Michaela, his daughters out there. He's shooting one, like we said, with a Meucci, a Q-Tech, An OB break cue. That riff, man, it hits the balls really well. It's paying out of Olympia, Washington. Trying to sneak that one by. Ooh, 15 ball resting on the 8. That's a big ball. Leaving the 13 ball is pretty smart because he's still got to figure out what to do with that 6. For my money, I might be banking that right now. There you go. 5 to the 1. 1 down to the 6. Whew, that 8 ball gets uglier and uglier. Nice clean shot. He strokes the ball really well. Yeah, I do not like making these balls. Even if you get under this ball here. Okay, now I'm definitely playing safe. Call safe. Or no, maybe calls the bank. Banks that ball, man, right in the pocket. Very good shot. Off the top side of the 11, right behind those 2 balls. Nice shot. Gets a little too far under it, but doesn't disturb the 8 ball, which is really smart. If Clois happens to come with a long cut or a sweet bank on this 5 ball, it's still going to be really hard to get out. He also is forcing Clois to probably move the ball that's the most likely to be his break ball. Never mind, he's going for the 4. Yeah, if you play 4 to the 1 or to the 6, ooh, that could have been deadly for Clois. And a pretty good shot there. That's going to leave a tough one for Michael. Not much doing offensively here for Michael. And defensively is tricky when you can't see the whole ball. Doesn't want to, oh, gets all the way around it. That's tricky. All right, Clois with ball in hand here. See what he's going to do. All right, taking his time. Clois, a good diligent shooter here. Like we said, thanks for tuning in out there to Bad Boys TV. My name's Summerfield, coming to you live here from Lincoln City, Oregon. This is the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort. This is Clois Mosley at the table against Michael Vanderbeck. Nice shot there. Clois looking like he's going to save the breakout. Yo, yo. I know that guy. I'll bet you money that's Michael Littman saying hello out there from the billiard shop. One of our biggest sponsors here. Mike Littman has done more for the game of pool in the Northwest than a lot of people. And after traveling a lot for pool, he's done more for pool than a lot of people. When I started doing this, I started saying changing the way you see pool. And Littman Lights has certainly done just that. So big shout out there to Michael Littman. Wow. Clois getting a great break out there, getting a line on that. Long cut on the 8 ball, though. Yeah, Tanner out there cheering on his grandpa. That's cool. Well, Clois, your grandson's out there. He's having a ref come over and watch it. And it's a good decision to make. Nobody wants to be having this decision in the end. He is jacked up. I don't know if you can see that, but holy cow. He was shooting out of his armpit, and Clois pulls that off. What a shot there, man. That's not an easy position to be shooting in. And he just drilled that ball. Like I said, this is a great time to mention our sponsors here at the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort. Mike Littman and Littman Lights, CheapCues.com, Ox Billiards, Legends Billiards Room up in Beaverton. Man, if you haven't been to Legends, check it out. Diamond, Diamond, Diamond. Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington. Snooker, Snooker, Snooker. That place is so cool. We had a great time there. Incredible snooker tables. They had a Chinese 8-ball table. All new Rassans. Beautiful. Savage Billiard Apparel out of Portland. Side Pocket there in Eugene, Oregon. Brand new Ridgeback rails. Those play great. The Rose City Billiard Club. Rack and Billiard Burgers and Brews down there in Medford, Oregon. If you're down in Medford, it's kind of a pool desert, but I tell you what, that's a great room. Big shout out to them. To CSI, Q Sports International. Players Sports Bar and Grill out of Everett, Washington. The Players Club Limited. Western BCA making it all happen for us. Railbirds Productions, some of the best streamers out there. All our love to Kevin and Sherry Ross. Littman Lights, like we said before. Billiard shop, cheapcues.com. Michael Littman. Support this guy because he supports all of us, whether we know it or not. Player Sports Bar out of Kennewick, Washington. There's a couple of them. Check them out. And here we are with rack number 4. That's Clois breaking. It's going to be dry. I've got a bet on the table right now, and it looks to me like Casey is going to be paying me some money. What did we bet? We bet, he said 5-3. Well, he needs 5 straight here from Michael, and I don't put it past him, man. This guy's a shooter. He's got his Mosconi jersey on. He hits the ball smooth. We'll see what happens. But I still like my action there, Casey. I'll be giving you my Venmo here real shortly. Oh, missing that breakout? Looks like he's probably going to carry forward, try and get to that 10 ball. Oh, just buries it further. Oh, I did this earlier. Keep trying for him and just not quite getting there, and then you knock all your ducks out and you're just screwed. I sit up here in the booth and I talk about it, and then I do it myself, and I know I'm doing it, and it just drives me nuts. Yeah, I feel for you is what I'm trying to say, Michael. We're all guilty of it. I literally did that at Hill Hill. I got down to, a shot that I put myself in a terrible position to win. All right. Not able to get out, but leaving Clois with his work cut out for him. Long straight shot on the 6 ball. Probably a shot on the 4 ball here. I guess 3 ball's a good place to start. That 2-5 is ugly. 7-1 is rough. I don't like starting with the 3 just because I feel like then I open up the 9-12 for them. Not sure if that 1 ball back cuts for him. He might be stuck with a 6 ball, and that is not a fun cut on that 6. I don't think, oh, he's looking at the 1. Wow. Clois cuts the ball good. Like a butcher. What do they say? We got some stuff in the chat room. People still thinking Michael's got it. I hear what you're saying. One of my favorite things about this game is that it brings up that you don't judge a book by its cover. And I'm not saying either one of these players has an advantage or either one's going to win, but it's easy to underestimate people. And one of the things a saying I heard early on was never underestimate an old man in his pool cue. And that's the truth. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. There's so many different ways to play this game, and for my money, the longer you've been playing the game, the more tricks you got up your sleeve. And yeah, it's awesome to see all these different execution styles. I mean, you can literally tell a history of pool by watching somebody play, where they've been playing, who taught them, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, this fella here at the table, Michael, is a strong player. Hits the ball really good. Obviously cuts really strong. And Clois comes to the table pretty unassuming, but I tell you, he's made it happen. He's gotten through 3 of these racks so far, and in pretty crafty ways. So this is cool. Again, this is the Silver 2 division of the 2022 Western BCA Championship. This is Clois Mosley out of Oregon here in Newport against Michael Vanderbeck, and he's out of Olympia, Washington. We got a heck of a match on our hands. Thanks for tuning in out there, guys. Tanner, I think, is Clois's grandson, and you are absolutely welcome, man. I'm glad you're getting to tune in and check this out a little bit. All right, I think he might be going for a jump cue here. It doesn't look like you can see enough of that 12 to cut it. And this is tough. That's a long distance to get over that 2 ball, get on the 12 ball to cut it that thin, and keep it on the table. It's doable. I tell you what, I had to go to my jump cue a whole bunch in my first set today. I ended up ending the set with a jump shot. I had to jump carry him an 8 ball and ended up making the ball miraculously. But it was pretty exciting. But again, talking about the history of the game, I mean, I don't think Clois has a jump cue over there. I don't think he's probably going to be going to that jump cue a lot. And that's just a generational difference. There's a lot of people out there who will never transition to a jump cue, never had one, and their game is just different because of it. Stronger? Maybe so, because there's certain things you just can't jump. You got to kick, and if you never have a jump cue, you just learn to kick the ball better. I think if I was teaching anyone this game, I would absolutely make sure they knew good kicking systems before they were able to learn with a jumping cue. A lot of players out there would say any cue's a jump cue if you're jumping with it. And I think that's the truth, too. Somebody's saying take the bank. I like the bank here, and you're probably right. Huh. All right, so he almost had enough, and it looked like he was trying to duck behind that 8, but unfortunately knocked it a little bit. Still leaving the 4 available. That 6 ain't easy, though. 6 is in trouble. I think I'd be playing safe here. I like playing off the... Not Clois, man. Clois is making short work of these. I like playing over on the backside of the 6-8 so that he can't see the 12. That ball's so close to the pocket, though, it is easy to jump in. I feel a little better about that safe because the 6 is in the way of the cut. If he happens to make the kick. Wow. Nice shot, Clois. He pockets the ball well. I'll bet Clois has played a good amount on a 9-footer in his time. I'd still like to see you play safe here, Clois, but hits the ball good. I like banking the 6 out of trouble and resting against the 8 ball if I can. So he's going to try and get around the back side of this. Wow, get in the hole. Almost gets there and leaves a tough shot here for Michael. Thin cut. Breakouts there, though. You hit this ball with a bunch of left English. If you cut that ball in and make it, I mean, you're probably going to break that 8 ball out. If you make the 12, you have a hard time missing the 8 if you hit enough left English. Nice. Get off that 8 ball. Wow. Excellent execution there for Michael. Well, Casey's going to be a happy camper because it looks like Michael Vanderbeck is on the board. Beautiful. 3-1 here at Chinook Winds Casino and Resort here in Lincoln City, Oregon at the 2022 BCA World Championship. Thanks so much for tuning in out there. This is Summerfield with Bad Boys TV, brought to you by Littman Lights up there in Portland, changing the way you see pool, Diamond Billiard Products, OB Custom Cues, Ox Billiards, CheapCues.com, and mostly by all of you. So thanks for tuning in. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you get a chance, tell people out there this is going on. We're bringing you awesome pool action all week long. I'm going to be here till next Sunday. This is the first day of singles here. We got a full house. They keep saying we do not have a table to reassign, and that's a good sign. If you got 74 tables in action, you got some action here in Lincoln City. So if you're anywhere in the area, come on down, come check it out. It's free to spectate. Yeah, check out the stream. It's free to watch. We love having you here. All right, it looks like they might be on a little break. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go get myself a drink so I'm not yawning here, and I will be right back. Don't go away.
Because your table is occupied, then you come see us.
And we're back here at the 2022 Western BCA Championship. This is Boombox, coming to you live from Lincoln City, Oregon. Hey, anybody out there in the chat room, let me know how it sounds. Yeah, if I'm sounding too loud, too crazy, too crisp, I would like to know so we can adjust those levels. Thanks for tuning in with us here at Bad Boys TV. My name's Boombox. This is the free stream brought to you live by Lippman Lights, Diamond Billiard Products, OB Custom Cues, and all of you for tuning in. Hitting that like button sure helps us out, so, and hit the subscribe one so you know when we go live. That way we can tell you with all the free pool we're bringing you. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I know that sound all too well. That's a dry break. That's going to bring Clois back to the table. Michael taking a little break at 3-1. And Clois with his work cut out for him here. Awesome, you guys. Thank you. Chat room saying it sounds all right. I'm looking at my levels, and I'm hitting reds, but as long as it sounds good to you, that's all that matters.
Josh White, please come to the tournament desk.
Ooh. Talking trash on my singing. I don't know. It's bound to happen every now and then. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, though. Back cutting that 4-ball. Oh. Nice try. I didn't hear Clois call safe, but that's pretty safe. I'd have a bank on the 11 here. I don't think I want to be stripes. Yeah, yeesh. This is one that you can stare at forever. I like to play off the 5-ball and under the 2 here. I think that's probably your best option. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a very special treat here, being joined in the box by the one and only Miss Darcy. How do we get so lucky? What's going on?
Just happened to be in the neighborhood. Thought
Yep.
I'd say hello.
Well, I'm so glad you did. How are things going?
Good. Good.
Now, Darcy, you were the BCA president for how long?
8 years.
8 years. And that's of like the whole thing. That's of all of BCA.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All the whole region, yes.
What was your experience like doing BCA?
It was awesome. Everybody
Yep.
was nice and willing to help, and got a lot of volunteers. And
You seem like a very nice person, but I don't believe you. Everyone was
Ask-
nice has never been said about pool players ever.
Well,
You've got a good way with them, though. You don't take any guff.
That's right. And when you're talking with them when they're not at a pool table,
They're
all
usually
very,
real.
very nice people.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, just that little competitive nature comes out in people, and it comes out in really interesting ways. I really think that's the most interesting thing about this to me, is how much it reveals about human beings and how different human beings cope with the pressure and all of that.
Yeah.
Now, are you playing? You played
I am.
Scotch.
Yes, and
And
I'm
you're-
playing singles.
Cool. You get your first one?
I got my first match, yes.
And when do you play again?
Really soon, 6:30,
Wow.
at the table just outside of this live stream range.
Darn
you might
it.
see my legs.
Yeah, might see you pop in there.
Yeah,
We'll pop in and say hi for sure.
definitely.
And which division are you playing? You're platinum, right?
You are so funny. No.
No? Really?
No, yeah, really.
Oh, I'll be darned.
I'm silver.
No way. How is that possible? Well, Darcy
Just
hits the
is.
ball good. For anybody that doesn't know.
It's all in how you look
Yeah,
when you're bending
style.
down, stroking. That's right.
Well, I tell you, I got one of my favorite souvenirs I've ever gotten the other day, and it's a poster of you that I'm going to hang on my wall. So
Nice.
I want to get a signature at some point here.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That
I'll
sounds
do
good.
That. These people there have a marker, and we can do it.
All right. That sounds great.
Yep. You're doing a good job, Summerfield.
Thank you so much.
Keep
Thanks
it
for
up.
joining us here. Come join me in here anytime.
Okay.
We love to hear from you. We'd love your insight.
Love you too.
Take care. Shoot
okay.
great.
Thanks.
Bye, Darcy.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only Ms. Darcy Williams here, our former BCA president. And we're back. That was really cool. They did a Hall of Fame presentation earlier, and Darcy was one of the people that was ushered into the Hall of Fame. Darcy's saying she plays silver. I guess I believe you. Fargo has changed things, but I've seen that girl hit the ball, and she hits the ball really, really good. For those of you who don't know, Fargo is our new rating system that we've adopted out there. It is the best rating system I've ever seen, far and away the most effective, and there's always complaints about it. And like I was saying, Darcy, you're not a silver. Fargo doesn't tell you what will happen. Fargo tells you what has happened. So since she's been in the Fargo system, that's what's happened, and that's the nice thing, is it kind of keeps up with us as we play, as we progress, and I tell you, it's worked out pretty dang well. You got to get some Fargo games in the system, because if you want to play any tournaments throughout America, they're pretty much going to ask for your Fargo card to identify you as a player. You'll have to have a certain amount of robustness, and it's a pretty tough thing to manipulate. It's still done, but it's still tough. All right, Clois on a run here. Clois needing 2 games to win. I only need 1 game from Clois for me to win against Casey here. But I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to pull it off. I might have to go double or nothing for the win, for the whole win. Look at that. Oh, wow. I thought it looked perfect. Nice try, Clois. Michael Vanderbeck getting back to the table. Yep, SVB is, somebody's asking about his Fargo rating. He's above 800. I think he's in the 810 to 830 range. 830 might be high. I don't know if anyone is rated an 830. I can look on there, though. For those of you who haven't played around with Fargo, the Fargo app is really easy to download. It is free. There's a pay version as well, which I suggest, but even the free one, I mean, you can do a bunch of different stuff. I'm sitting here looking at my card. It's got my rating. It's got my robustness, all that information. I can go to, there's a bunch of top lists, top player lists. So let's go top 100 in the world. So 830 is realistic. 832, Josh Filler, and that's the #1 player in the world currently. 830 for Shane Van Boning, 825 for Fedor Gorst. And then, yeah, it goes down from there. And, yeah, there are, I mean, 8 people above 820? I had no idea. Yep, tied for 9th at 819. So the top 10 are 819 and above. That's pretty wild. Yeah, I like keeping track of that stuff. 720 or so is supposed to be professional, 720, 730. This event has a cap of 730. I thought it was 720, but I believe it's 730. Somebody mentioned Stan Tarango and said, nope, he's above a 730. We're going to have to check and see what. Let's go with the top 100 from Canada. Nice shot there from Michael. Unfortunately, gets on the pro side of that 6-ball, and this is going to be a tough run around to get on that 8. This is a low right shot. More right than low, because you just have to get to that top side rail, and it should run around real naturally 3 rails as long as you pocket the ball. And he fired that. Got a little 2 there. Yep, stands a 723. So yeah, that's the 730 thing. A lot of strong Canadian players. Wow. Johnny Mora, we definitely keep on that favorites list. Of course, Alex Pegulayan, probably the most famous Canadian player out there. Coming in at an 812, one of my favorite one-pocket players of all time. You guys haven't watched Alex. He's as good as they get. Kicking that 8-ball. That's a confident shot. Get in the hole. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Vanderbeck. Great shot. Bringing it to 3-2. We got action here in Lincoln City. What a shot. A celebratory woo coming from the bench over there. He's got fans, baby. All right. And we're back here. Alex Pegulayan, the Lion, that's right. Yep, see Mr. Tony Bloom over here, one of our other Eugene players. Got action all over this place. This place is just bleeding with action. If you're a pool player and you're in Oregon and you're not here, you're in the wrong room, man. See Dexter over there, another fine Canadian player. That must be, looks like that row's the top dogs. What are they? They're the elite division this time. I think there's only 26 in the elite. Should have some of their matches coming up soon. Again, this is Summerfield with Bad Boys TV coming to you live from the Chinook Quins Casino and Resort here in Lincoln City, Oregon. Mike Littman and Littman Lights really making a lot of this happen for us. Diamond Billiard Products, of course, a sponsor here. Ox Billiards up in Seattle. OB Custom Cues, some of our sponsors, somebody that's helped me out a whole lot. Players Sports Bar in Kennewick, Washington. CheapCues.com, a subsidiary of Michael Littman. Billiard Shop, Billiard Shopping Network. Legend Billiard Room in Beaverton, Oregon. Ox Billiards up in Seattle. Savage Billiard Apparel. Side Pocket in Eugene, Oregon. Rose City Billiard Club. Rackham Billiards. Q Sports International, CSI. Western BCA, Railbirds, man, the Railbirds Productions. Those guys have done our streaming for so long, and I tell you, there's big shoes to fill here. So, Kevin and Sherry, we sure miss you. I look forward to having you back soon. And, they're the guys that got me involved in doing this. And I was just telling Sherry last night what a gift she's given me to be able to be involved in this game like this. So, thanks so much to them for sponsoring this sport and for getting me involved in it. Yeah, people still remarking in that chat room about that shot. That was a heck of a kick, I tell you what. Yep. Well, Casey called it early on. Casey said 5-3 Michael. He's got to win 5 straight here. He's on a tear of 2. And you can tell that confidence is building. He's just feeling more confident at the table. The way you hit the ball says a lot about how you're feeling. And you can force it, but when you do it, it becomes obvious real quick. I know sometimes I have to just hit balls firm. And if I miss, I miss, but I need to choose to believe in myself before I can convince myself it's time to believe in myself, if that makes sense. Even when you're feeling down in the dirt, feeling doubtful of yourself, you got to make that choice to say, nope, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get out. Oh, bobbles that ball. So close. What's going on? Oh, fine. Hey, after this match, there's a break, yeah? Or no?
No, it's all every table all the way through.
Okay. So I play at 8. Mike said he's going to be back around 7. I'm not sure when the next one is, but whenever you know.
Next round is 6:30, so.
I don't think they'll be done. But just shoot me a message when you know. Thanks, Kenny. OB Custom Cues, that's the one. I got a brand new Raven sitting in my bag right now. I haven't even been able to use it. It's driving me crazy. Raven is the carbon fiber shaft from OB. I don't have a butt made for it yet, which is heartbreaking, but I plan on transitioning as soon as possible. I'm going to be using that. Going to be using the Rift and the Lift as well. Question in the chat room from Richard, wondering why not show more than one table? The big reason is a lot of people that watch pool want to concentrate on a particular match, and oftentimes they want it to be commentated. I'm not saying everybody does. In fact, a lot of people would probably prefer I just shut up, in which case there is a mute button. But it's really tough to monitor more than one table with any amount of focus. It's tough. One table can be hard enough sometimes. So we don't do more than one. Sometimes for teams we do 2, and teams can get tricky enough. So that's the answer to your question. It might not be a good one, but that's the reason we just do one table. The other answer is the light rigging was here before we got here this year, so we weren't able to hang any cameras. All we can do is we're on a table next to the table, and that makes it pretty tough for us to do anything else. We're probably going to try and do a second table for teams, like I was saying, but I don't think we're going to have the best angle for you. All right. Clois taking a good long look at this ugly table. He's jacked up again. don't think you wanted both those to go. Here's one where you kind of want to, it'd be nice to just jack up and like Massey draw off the 5 into the 1 here. If you can hit the 8 into the 1 into the 11, leave the 1 in front of the pocket, maybe you get there. A little bit wide. Hey, I even got Clois's apparently a cue maker, his grandson Tanner's telling me. It's really funny. I even have him fill out a sheet here, and he didn't say anything about making cues, so that's super cool. The majority of people out there that make cues are going to at least mention that, so a humble guy, and he's got a humble game too, but Clois jumping out to an early 3-0 lead against Michael Vanderbeck. Michael trouncing back in there, though, down 3-2, and they're battling to get to 5 here at the 2022 Western BCA Championship. Michael back to the table, and no real obvious solution for this problem. I mean, rock the combo. I'm afraid of that side pocket from there. Okay, just playing safe. And I like that. If I were Clois, I would definitely do that right back. Clois comes out swinging at those bank shots. Yeah, come join. There's only one price for sitting in the chair. And man, we are just special guest after special guest here. How you doing, Ms. Nicole?
I'm good.
Good. What's going on?
Well, I'm not playing anymore.
You're done? No, you are kidding me. Can you put that mic a little closer to your mouth?
This work for you?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
What happened?
A lack of focus, I would say.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Kind of got a lot going on in non-pool life, and was
Yeah.
able to, give it my all for my Scotch partner earlier. But
You guys had a great event.
Better luck
You guys
next
ended up,
time.
what, 7th, 8th, was it? Or better?
9 through 12.
9
which
12?
is fine
Sweet.
by me. We cashed. So
Good for you
I'm all
guys.
good.
Ooh, Clois barely missing that ball.
Sure is make me want to call my coach for some lessons and get back at it.
Your coach, well, this sounds like a great opportunity for a plug. What's his name?
Well, I go to Robin Dreyer.
Yep.
Out of Beaverton, and
I knew the
he's
answer
amazing.
to that.
Well, we always got to plug him. He's the best, I think.
Totally. And for anybody that doesn't know, if you have a coach in Oregon and it's not Robin, I'm shocked. Robin is about the best in the business. He has turned so many players I know into just far superior players. I was watching you guys play Scotch doubles and watching you play, and I was saying you're somebody that I feel like has been able to learn a lot from all of the different people you played Scotch with. But just when somebody's really interested in the game like you and that the whole Portland scene up there that goes to Robin, it's awesome to see your game develop and all the different skill sets that you develop. What's been the best part of working with Robin for
I
you?
was trying to actually rack my brain to see if I've played Scotch with anyone who hasn't gone to Robin. So maybe that's
Cliff,
the key
Eddie?
to success. Yeah.
I didn't know
that.
Eddie went to Robin, actually.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's awesome. So I feel like we're all kind of on the same frequency.
Yeah.
But so what division is this that you're watching?
This is Silver 2, I believe. This is Michael Vanderbeck at the table right now, and this is versus Clois Mosley. Clois was out to a 3-0 lead.
Ooh.
Somebody bet me $10 that Michael was going to win 5-3, and Clois was up 3-0, and now Michael is battling back, trying to lose me $10, but trying to win this match. I'm cheering for both of you.
You gotta play the ponies. That was a pretty good shot.
Yes, it was. There was a weird cluster down here with the 8. His 8 ball is still trapped. He's the stripes.
Is that a stripe next to the 8 ball?
It's not. These are both solids.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so he just wanted to get that out of there. He was sick of that problem.
Interesting.
You got to introduce yourself. Like I
Oh,
said, this is
hi.
Boombox with Bad Boys TV. Joined in the booth by
Hi, this is Nicole Denisi.
Nicole Denisi. Yep. That's awesome. That's great to have you in here.
Thank you.
So,
I love watching pool, and I'm new to commentary, but I had a lot of fun doing the Fargument stuff, so
That's
I'm always happy to jump in and give you at least some company.
that's so cool. We'll jump in more often. You always have great insight. One of the things that I know people work on a lot with Robin is pattern play.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pattern are you looking at here? I mean, I look at him taking this 2-ball, and he's not solving either one of his problems.
Yeah, I definitely would have chose a different ball first. Now he's really got problems.
But he didn't make a ball, and now he's tied up the 8 again.
Yeah.
It does look like there's an easy breakout off the 11.
I would absolutely try to hit this with a little top.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
And
have to hardly hit it very hard because the 8-ball's going to go, towards
Shoot
the
up
side
table.
pocket, or even maybe where you could shoot it in that other corner.
Yep.
Maybe the same corner if the 2-ball doesn't get in the way. So
I don't like waiting for my breakout.
I would choose to break out problem balls first, because then this is what
That can
you're
happen.
forced to deal with.
Yeah, and all of a sudden that breakout's not so easy.
Yeah, no. Boy, I'm not sure if he can even get around on this closer side. I think he's going to have to kick that other rail.
Yeah, and I mean, you can go rail first here, but
Oh, he can. Okay.
Yeah.
No, maybe he'll take a bank on the 8. If he runs into the 1 full, maybe. Oh, I see. I was thinking
That's
a little more
tough.
speed. Maybe hit that 1 ball and at least give yourself the option for a bank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is tough action from here. It's tough to even get a hit. You can kick into the side rail and try and clip that 8-ball. You almost don't want to move it. We did see him deliberately give up all in hand last time. Be interesting to see what he chooses this time. I kind of like tying up the 1 and the 5 here. Kind of taking the 1 away, making it a little harder breakout ball.
I like that.
I just don't see any real positive
I don't see a
outcome with
feasible
trying to.
shot here, really.
Yeah.
I don't think he can get. Only
You're
Will
not
he
going
can
to
get
kick clip bank
yeah,
that
no-
across side?
Oh boy. maybe Cliff Maxon could do it.
Maybe the hero Cliff Maxon.
I
had him
I
in the booth
overheard
for a little
him
bit.
saying that he was going to make some 8-ball shot that sure didn't look makeable in my match earlier.
That was so. He's like, I'll set it up right now. He was hilarious, man.
Things look a lot easier from up here.
Don't they?
They sure do.
That's been one of the most interesting things about commentary to me is that it kind of holds me accountable because I'll sit there and I'll be like, man, I can't believe they're not thinking about what's coming up next. And I do that. Look at that. He kicked.
He went for it.
Wow. Excellent try.
Actually, on further thought, scratch and label is not a loss in BCA, so maybe that wasn't such a crazy idea. I was worried about cue ball flying somewhere, but
Got it.
yeah, so this looks like a pretty good option to get out. Oh, I was thinking a stop shot there. Oh well.
And that's what I wanted to do was tie up his 5-1.
Well,
So maybe
maybe
we're both right.
maybe he can soft kick into this 5 and try to stick him on the 8 here. Not real sure.
I like trying to kick under the 5. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Clois has not played a lot of defense. He's played very offensively. I think on Instagram I've seen this shot. I think you have to come rail first and then drive it into the 5 and it keeps going.
Yeah.
I think I've watched like Ralph Sucade shoot that. Well, he is doing what we were talking about, but it looks like he's
I
going
would
for
choose
it.
the soft option, but that's just me.
Nice try.
Good try.
How's he going to end up?
Maybe he didn't leave a hanger, though.
Yeah, still got to earn this one.
It looks like he can still make it in the corner with top and avoid the scratch.
It's hard to not think about that side pocket, though. Even if you might take a harder shot to avoid the side pocket, I like committing to that before I really line up the shot because then I'm no longer thinking about it. I've already eliminated the side pocket from my mind. Whereas if I'm like, can I eke by there? I'm always thinking about it the whole time I'm lining up.
Yeah, shots like this, I find it helpful to just make sure I'm doing all my thinking standing up, and once I get down, try
No
my
more
best
thinking.
not to think
No
about
more
that
thinking,
pocket
yep.
anymore.
Are you a counter? Do you know counters?
No, I'm not. Yes, I do know counters.
Yeah.
I'm not. That way I leave myself some leeway to one stroke every once in a while.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, really good
Oh,
try.
my gosh. Couldn't be closer. Great effort there by Michael Vanderbeck.
Very much so.
And Clois with a good opportunity to get out here.
Okay, so I don't think the 1 passes, so he's probably shooting the 5.
You go 5-1-4 or 2.
I can't quite see the angle. If he can kind of draw back a touch, I would do 5-1-4.
Yeah.
But if not, then he'll have to do 5-4 and leave himself some angle, I think, to go. Oh, let me see what he's doing here.
There we go.
This is valid. I would shoot this in the corner.
The trouble is you're going up as opposed to back here.
I think if you are very careful, you can still get yourself good on the floor here with some.
He likes to roll forward.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, if you're gonna do that, just keep going. Get above that floor.
Right.
Shoot it in the
Almost
bottom.
forward enough. Good try.
Yeah.
Leaves himself a bank, and I tell you, Clois has drilled a couple of these banks.
It's hard to guess what some players will do if you aren't familiar with their game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, what a try. Does he
Dang, I
get
think
the lucky hook?
He rushed it a little.
Yep.
I think he got a
I
little
think
lucky
he got it
here.
dead. Yeah.
Ooh.
Dead hook.
Is the rail first here, though? I think it is.
I think so. Quite a ways off the rail. It's about a ball and a half off the rail.
I sure would still try it.
Do you use the system here? The distance from the rail system?
Yeah, I do.
Explain that system to me.
Okay. So if you were going to shoot the 8-ball just, without any obstacle, that contact point, you measure that from perpendicular to the rail, and then sort of mirror it out across the rail. I'm not sure if I'm articulating this well enough.
No, I see
and
what
then
you're
shoot
saying.
through the rail at that point, and you'll hit pretty close.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to be a little careful here is the scratch cross corner. But
Whoa, there's a lot going on in that shot.
Wow.
I don't really know what happened. I went through, we get a replay up here. We can watch it on the
Okay.
big screen.
He contacted it, right?
He did.
Okay.
I think he hit to the right of the ball, but then I think when contacting it, he jumped over it again.
So I would love to know your opinion on jump cue use. I personally feel like people sure do go to it quicker than I would like. There's a lot of value in playing the speed on a kick.
I think there's a huge value to that. I was just talking about it earlier. I think I'm a one-pocket player, and I try to be a one-pocket player, and I love to kick the ball. I think kicking is incredibly important, and I think it's one of the coolest parts of the game. I think that being able to control that. If you don't know your cue path, then you don't really know pool. So I love kicking. That being said, I should work more on my kicking, as we all should.
Oh, yeah.
Nice shot.
Oh,
man.
shoot.
Michael just about taking that down, making it even.
No.
But I think if you're not playing with a jump cue right now, you're not playing the same game.
Yeah.
Playing bar box 8-ball without a jump cue is just not. I don't know how
I did
anybody's.
just buy a new jump cue.
Did you really? What'd you get?
I got the
Propel?
Propel, yeah. Well, like you're saying, I
Silly.
spend more time working on kicks. I don't really practice jumping that much. So if I'm going to here and there just grab it out of my bag, I'd rather have just really quality piece of equipment that I know I can rely on.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Clois Mosley taking down a 4-2
Oh, he's on the
lead.
hill.
And guess who owes me $10? Casey owes me $10.
You're just making money sitting down up here. Look at this.
That's right.
Passive
Who
income.
says I can't win nothing? Me, it was me.
Did I see you playing a match earlier?
I did. I played a match earlier. I was down 4-5, racing to 6. I played Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
So he didn't not retired then.
Definitely not retired. Yep, you heard it here first. Again. And I ended up tying it up hill. I had a nice little break and run going. Got myself in trouble on my last ball.
Classic 8-ball.
Drilled, classy, yeah.
Classic 8-ball.
I drilled. I had a bank here, drilled the bank in the side, come around 3 rails, get under the 8-ball. Missed a pretty easy cut in the side, really. So missed that shot. I got back to the table. The 8-ball froze up on a ball here, and he had me about an inch away from a ball, and I had to full table jump, land on the ball, and carom it in the corner pocket, and I made it.
Wow.
It was pretty wired. I mean, it
Highlight
wasn't
reel.
like some incredible shot. It looked really cool. Everybody was like, "Whoa!" But it was really just like, "Whoa, we got over that ball and made contact."
Yeah.
And it happened to go in. I
That's
got pretty
awesome.
lucky.
I wish I could have seen that.
Me too. I'd love to watch that again. Oh, man. Clois scratched on the break. That's a great opportunity here for Michael Vanderbeck.
Someone's wondering your opinion on this system for kicking.
The SID system for kicking.
Which
Do you
one
know
is-
much
which
about
one
the
is
SID
the SID?
system?
I don't know. Which one is
Super
that one?
inclined direction. Salivary initiative. Diagonal. I don't know the SID system.
I don't know the SID system.
What system does Robin teach? Aside from, diamonds.
Diamond system, pretty
Yep.
much. Yeah.
I know that he
Just modification of common, like 3-rail lines and things like that.
Mostly
I'm sure he
single rail,
teaches his
2-rail,
more
3-rail.
his more advanced students
Mhm.
other things, you know.
Yeah.
So, sometimes he's still helping me make the ball.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been to him, a few years now. Could certainly benefit with a tune-up there.
I was just talking to one of his other students about getting the tune-up. I think that's a really big deal. Stephanie was getting ready for Super Billiards Expo. I got to commentate a little bit with her in Vegas, and she is just a terrific player. And again, a fine example of somebody who's worked with multiple teachers, and will just always work with Robin. I think no matter what level her game gets to.
There's a lot of reasons to.
Yeah. Well, that's so cool.
The thing that I'm kind of interested in, he's started making this projector system product. I don't know if you've heard of this.
We have a projector at the
You
shop.
have one?
We have one, and I've never
Yeah.
used it. I was like, we got it hooked up. It was at a crappy angle, but
What is
I'm
the name
really
of it?
into.
I'm trying to remember what it's called.
One of the reasons I think I'm going to start going to Robin is that we have this. None of us have access to the system. And Robin, if you're listening out there, none of us are taking your system. But I really do want to use it. And if we already have the projector, I feel like we're halfway there. There's just no reason to not.
Yeah, so it projects drills and things onto the table, and he works with some pros, so like Earl Strickland, etc. They create drills for him, and you have access to those. They're great. My next setup, I'm definitely getting one.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, you have a table at home, correct?
I do, but I'm about to say goodbye to it.
What? What kind of table?
She's an old Valley, 1962.
What's her name? Gertrude.
She doesn't have a name, but
What?
I'm moving, and it's just time to get maybe something else. I would love to have a 9-footer.
Yeah. You care more about the
so-
size than you do about the brand.
Yeah. I'm not really like a diamond snob per se.
Yeah.
I'll take a different table. I had a beautiful Olhausen before that actually sold to Robin, sold
Okay.
to Brookman Holmes, and now
No,
it's
went to Robin.
Then it went to someone else on one of my APA teams, so that's great.
Robin has swing and a miss there. Robin's got a 9-footer and a 7-footer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got a Brunswick and a diamond. I think ICA is the name of the projector. Illuminated Cueing Arts. That's what it was. Sorry, I was trying to think of that
Illuminated Q
earlier.
Arts. I
Check
like
that out online. Jackie Carroll did some demos with it. That's pretty cool. You can find it on YouTube.
She is awesome.
Yeah, she's like Robin. She likes to teach. So
Get out of there.
Oh,
No way.
no, don't do it.
Wow, that was close. I broke the 8-ball, re-racked, almost broke the 8-ball in the same pocket, got through that rack, and then he almost broke the 8-ball in the exact same pocket in the side over here. Like 3 in a row. It was wild. I rarely break the 8, although I am breaking second ball break harder than I have been because this break just hasn't been falling for me.
I do second ball break as well.
Has it been going well for you?
Yeah, actually it has. But
What am I doing wrong? Because Cliff teaches me how to break, and
I'm not an expert on it, but I found if I was hitting it too hard, they're coming out and bunching back in. So that I don't know.
There you go.
But,
Maybe I'm hitting the ball too hard.
I'm
so
probably
bad at
shouldn't
this
take my
game
word
that-
for it,
that
though. I'm no
Cliff-
expert on
You
it.
know, Cliff is my Robin. Like that's how
Wow.
much trouble I'm in.
Woof.
Just no comment. Just a woof. Ooh. Yeah. So Cliff, if you're listening out there, yeah, I need help. Bad. You would not have been impressed with my game earlier.
I found that the head ball, everything was breaking apart beautifully on these tables, but there's a
Make a
little
ball.
variance in some of the tables in the room, and some of them are a bit muddier than the others. I wasn't getting a ball down, just leaving it wide open
Yeah.
for my opponent. So I always switch back to second ball if that happens because I at least feel like I have a chance to maneuver a difficult rack, maybe play some safeties, and just not
You going
sell
up
out
there?
from the get-go.
Yeah, will you do lemonade? Thank you so much.
8-foot Fisher. Not familiar with that.
That's
Yeah,
a
valley
68
tables.
68-foot
Valley
Fisher?
tables can put a lot of miles on them. So mine's like 60 years old. Plays beautiful.
That's
still,
so cool.
Even though it's pretty rough.
Valleys are tanks, man.
I
They're
actually
awesome.
love them. It's like an old car or something.
Man, if you get the Ridgebacks put on the Valleys,
Yeah.
they're a great table.
Yeah.
And how much do you want for your Valley that you're selling?
Well, someone's already got it.
Oh, really?
So unfortunately, yes.
Well, good for you. I'm glad.
But I will miss it. The range for the silver
Oh,
competition.
no way.
Ooh.
No way.
Oh no.
Oh, my gosh. He was just on the comeback trail, too. Well, Michael Vanderbeck, unfortunately, making
What a
that 8 ball
comeback,
and
though.
scratching totally. And it looked like he was going to come back into this thing that would have made it 4-3, unfortunately losing this set 5-2.
Wow. I
Well-
thought he was going to come back. He was shooting so well.
I really did, too.
Mm.
Well, man, this is, man, awesome. Yeah, right up. That's pretty good.
I'm familiar with that book, but I have not read that particular one. I'll have
Yeah.
to add it to the wish list.
Question out there for us about the 8-ball Bible.
What match do you have coming next?
I don't know. So we're about to be done here. Again, this is Summerfield and Nicole with Bad Boys TV. Thank you so much for tuning in out there. We are here all week coming to you live from the Western BCA Championship, the 25th annual 2022 Western BCA Championship. Brought to you by Legends Billiards Room, Ox Billiards, Savage Billiard Apparel, Side Pocket in Eugene, Oregon, Rose City Billiards Club, Rack and Billiards, Burgers and Brew, CSI, Players Sports Bar and Grill, Players Club Limited, the Western BCA, Railbirds Productions, Littman Lights, CheapCues.com, Players Sports Bar, OB Custom Cues, did I say that one? Diamond Billiard Products, Break and Run Trucking, Nicole Denisi, and all of you. Thanks for tuning in out there. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, we'll do it again real soon.
Sounds good.
Thanks so much, you guys. Be back real soon. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah. Woo.